is borrowed from a friend of mine. Hello. Oh, somebody pulled up. Hold on. Hello.
I got an express.
Oh, you got an express order?
Yeah, I was out on Hebron.
Huh.
And
Sitting right here, got nothing.
Roy, make sure yours is okay.
I might have to log out and log back in.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I should have got something by now. Again, I've been here for 2 hours. Haven't got a thing. It's been dead as a doornail. DoorDash popped up. Let's see what they're saying. I think they're just reminding me that I got scheduled for something. Oh, they're busy. $18 an hour. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. One of the other drivers pulled up. She's getting orders. I got nothing. It happens that way sometimes. Slow morning. I'm not the only one not getting things. The other driver that's sitting over there, he ain't got anything either. He hasn't moved since I got here. So I don't know. They're just being very slow about things today. But one of the tricks about, as I was telling her, one of the tricks with Spark is if you're not getting orders, log out of the app for about 1 minute and then come back in. You'll have to do the facial recognition thing, but sometimes that does help get you back in the queue because for some reason you're not in the queue properly and you just don't get offers. I've known several people for that to happen to, unfortunately. But
Dasher. New delivery. New order. Go to McDonald's.
There you go. You heard it. I got a McDonald's offer.
Messages. Driver dash.
Stop
You're
that
still
thing
dashing.
from buzzing.
Location updates will be sent.
Annoying, isn't it? Let's
Dasher.
go pick up this
Floating
order.
dash widget. Tap the widget for order details
I'll
at
take you
any
on the ride
time.
along with me since we're going.
Dasher.
I won't be with you though.
Driver dash.
I am driving.
You're still dashing.
McDonald's is not
Location
far from
update will be sent.
So this will be a quick run in, grab the order, run out. It's raining, so it's annoying. But yeah, I've been here since 7 o'clock. It is currently 8:30. Well, I got here about 7:15. Nothing. Not an offer of any kind. And she was like 2-3 miles away and got the offer. Something ain't right. But Spark does that. It doesn't matter. It just, I don't know. There's a whole different thing about how it sends out the orders. There's no predictability to it. There's no real. The algorithm they have is crazy. It takes all kinds of factors into account. One of the things it takes into account, I have figured out that is, if you go to a place more than someone else, like say I go to this house 10 times, or the last 10 times they've ordered, I've been there, well, I will get priority over somebody who's only been there 5 times. Don't know. That is definitely something that is part of the algorithm I have seen. So the more you go out and the more you deliver to addresses, the same ones over and over again, once you start doing this, you'll notice you're going to the same ones pretty much most of the time, because you'll get regular addresses. Most of yesterday was almost all places I've been thousands of times in the last 2 years. I've been doing this for 2 years, so yeah. And I've done it over and over and over, and I've gone to the same places a lot. Had a couple of new ones yesterday, ones I hadn't been to before, but most of the time it's the same people over and over again. Yeah, you get your regular customers, and I understand why you'd want to do that, because with regular people, you know where they are, you kind of got an idea how the roads are. The roads here are very tricky. Oh, somebody, what's going on there? I don't know if that's legal. Somebody has some lights in his grill. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that in this state, unless you're an emergency vehicle. I had a friend, he had a Trans Am. He put one of those little Night Rider lights in the front of his vehicle, and he got a ticket for it. Because apparently if you're not an emergency vehicle of some type, you're not allowed to do that. I told him to join the fire department, then he'd be allowed. because it was red. So as a red one.
On March 9, 2024, Sanayata Ratliff authorized an electronic payment as to T-Mobile 3.
Text message. Sorry about that. I don't know why that came over my phone, but okay. But I'm almost to the McDonald's. One more red light. And since I am doing by the hour, I am not in a rush. I mean, I'll still try to get there before the deadline, of course. I do not want to do that. But driving and a live stream probably won't last because the signal around here sucks. I'm surprised it stayed up this long. My daughter's gone out to Knoxville, Tennessee today for a show for International Winter Guard. She's part of the Winter Guard. She's going to try to start doing tennis this she's on her spring break this week, which ironically it's going to pretty much rain all week. Poor thing. She just can't catch a break. But she wants to start tennis when school goes back in after next week. And she's talking about going into cheerleading again, which I do not really like. Not really a big fan of her doing the cheerleading, but I'm okay with the way her own thing.
Dasher. DoorDash driver dash. You're still dashing. Location updates will be sent. Dasher.
And hopefully they have this order ready.
For order details at any time.
Use my backup phone since I've got this live stream going. DoorDash will let you use two phones. Spark does not. And I don't understand the obsession of people putting flags on their vehicles. It's not, I don't know. That's a thing, I suppose. I'm at the McDonald's parking lot. And let's see. Code is well, it's been 8 minutes. I got a pickup time of 8:44. Got 3 minutes to go in there to pick it up. So I'm not going to go in just yet. I'm going to plug my phone up so it doesn't run my battery dead. That is definitely an issue with this job. The batteries are sucked dry with these apps. Because they all use GPS, and because they're using GPS, they suck the battery. So keeping your battery charged up, I keep some power banks around so that I can have constant backups here. A little paranoid, but it works. And let me run in and grab this order. Hopefully it's ready. I'll be right back. Well, that was a double bagger. So let's put the code in with DoorDash at McDonald's here. There's a code. In this case, it's 163. Shows that I picked up the order. It's going to a street called Deer Haven. It's like right over there. It's a short run, so it won't be. I'm glad I'm taking my time here. I got to have it there by 8:53. That's not going to be an issue. Let me type the address in manually. I could hit the button and transfer it over, but sometimes that doesn't get you the proper address. Deer Haven. There we go. 1 mile, 1.1 mile. Okay.
Head northwest toward East Stewart Drive.
And you can hear GPS telling me which way to go. Oh, cashier lady bringing out somebody's coffee. Don't want to run her over. And I am running on battery on this order, so I am not even using the gas this morning. Because this vehicle is a hybrid, so a lot of my morning deliveries.
Take the next right onto East Stewart Drive.
Depending on how big they are, I can usually go the first 3 to 4 deliveries and not even touch my gas. That's how I'm able to get the anywhere between 500 to 800
1,000 feet, turn left onto Haynes Road.
miles per tank of gas. So I might as well. I mean, that saves me some money on my expenses using this vehicle. Plus, there's a tax credit for using such a vehicle on federal. So, yeah, since this is
at the light, turn left onto Haynes Road.
90% of the use of this vehicle is for this job. I used about 10% for personal, but the rest is this job. I don't do anything else with this vehicle, really. This is bought as a work vehicle, and it's being used as a work vehicle. And like I said, this is not a very long
turn
drive.
right onto Glendale Road.
I'm going past where I saw that cop doing the radar stuff. He was sitting right up here. But yeah, I thought it might be interesting to do a ride along from this angle. I mean, I can't live stream with the glasses.
Right onto Glendale Road, then turn left onto
YouTube.
Deer
I can
Haven
do it
Drive.
with Facebook and Instagram. I wish I could do it with YouTube, but I cannot find a method or a means to bypass it. It's only with Facebook, because I guess Meta has a deal with the Ray-Ban. Those are Ray-Ban glasses, and they are good, and they do really nice videos, and they do make it easier for me to
take the next
capture
left
stuff
onto Deer Haven Drive
as I'm out and about. And like I said, I'm going to be there well before the deadline.
In half a mile, your destination will be on the right.
Yeah, I've been there before. I've delivered groceries to these people before, so yeah, it's not that big a deal. They're not that far up here. Let's see, it's leave it at door. Okay. They put notes in. It's good to read them. Sometimes it'll read the notes to you as you get close. I do have that feature turned on, but whether it'll do it or not, I don't know.
Dasher. Delivery update. Drop off McDonald's.
See, when you get close, that's the thing I do like about DoorDash. When you get close to the destination, it alerts you. Spark doesn't do that. Don't use it. I tried using what's that called? Instacart. Instacart does not work
your
here very well. Your
destination is on the right.
Yeah, it's right down the hill.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door.
Yeah.
Additional instructions are provided in the Dasher app.
They got 2 doors. Which door do they want? It's raining today, so probably the front door. Oh, she's out here waiting. Hold on a second. I'll get this to the customer. Waiting on McDonald's? Okay. Poor lady's on the phone with the insurance company. Looked like somebody, she either hit somebody or somebody hit her. That sucks. Been there. Having to deal with that kind of junk is horrible. But let's complete the order.
Dasher. Delivery update.
Been on this order about 15 minutes. Handed it directly to the customer so I don't have to take a photo. Confirm. $8 for that. 1 hour delivery or 1 mile delivery. I mean, that's not bad. $8 for a 1 mile delivery.
New delivery.
Oh,
New
got
order.
another one.
Go to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Let's see. Looks like DoorDash is. Looks like it's going to be a DoorDash day. So, got this one started. Let's head out to Taco Bell and grab that. Cows. Lots of cows. There's all kinds of cows here. And, oh, deer going across the street. There are all kinds of deer in this place, too. You gotta watch it. They'll run right out in front of you. This vehicle, fortunately, would most likely stop, but you never know when one's gonna smack right into the side of your vehicle. And getting close to the main road, the side road anyway. Then we'll go out on the main road to the Taco Bell. It's just really close by here. Don't know how far distance the delivery is. I never look. I don't really care. The pay's all the same. And when you're doing by the hour, you don't even see what the tips are going to be. So you don't even know if you're going to get a tip or not. Which doesn't matter. You're getting by the hour pay, so you get a guaranteed amount no matter what if you take a certain amount of time. But I still want to stay within reasonable ranges. Mile, if I can. Because that's where you actually come out making a little bit of money. If you're not making a mile, you're not usually coming out on the deal. So you kind of have to time it out a little bit. And right now they got peak pay, so I'm getting extra than what I would normally get. And I can always run on Spark later this evening when there's not as many drivers up there. And I'm almost to the Taco Bell. I can click arrive at store.
Dasher. Delivery update. Pick up from Taco Bell.
And there we go. I don't know if they're open though. It looks like the doors might be locked. I might have to go around drive through. Let's find out. I got pizza bags in the back. That's where I put the orders. It keeps them warm or cold, depending on what you ordered. It's supposed to be open. Let's go find out. I'll be right back. I know it's going to be boring. I wish I could do more for you, but I'll be back. Okay, got the Taco Bell order.
Check items as usual.
And what was really annoying about that is the order was ready, sitting there,
Delivery update.
and they just had me stand there and wait for them. There was absolutely no reason for me to wait for that order. But they made me wait anyway, so what are you going to do? Then when you're being paid by the hour, you're not going to complain too horribly much. Well, not to them anyway. Okay, let's put the address in. Heading to the lane of the rising sun. 10-minute drive, 4 miles.
Head southeast toward East Stewart Drive.
And yes, that is the actual name of the street, the Rising Sun. That'd be more interesting if I could get this thing up high enough where you could see the road, but unfortunately my phone holder is not that tall.
Turn left onto East
I
Stewart
don't have
Drive.
anything to extend it with either. If I did, I would have probably set it up to where I could do video as I was driving. That would probably do a lot better, make a lot more interesting videos. But it is what it is. I'm gonna try to figure that out. Some way to do that sometime. My wife has a dash cam, which we need to offload some of her videos.
Continue on East Stewart Drive for 1.5
it hangs
miles.
down from her rear view mirror. I tried getting a phone holder for rear view mirror, but it's hard to do one or find one for my phone. As you've seen in my videos, it's a Galaxy Fold. This is a Galaxy Fold 3. The glass, people talk about the glass and how it's going to crack. I did get a chip in it and had to have it repaired, but it hit a cinder block face down, full force. I mean, it's hard to crack this glass. It is really hard to damage it. Cinder blocks will do it. It hit the very tip of a broken cinder block to actually crack it. So yeah, they're not an easy to crack because it's Gorilla Glass and it's very hard to damage, but not impossible. So I'm being a lot more careful because it was very expensive to fix this phone. I'm glad I got it fixed though, because I do like having this full screen. One advantage is that you do have the back screen if something does happen to this, so I was able to still continue to use my phone. I just couldn't use the full front screen, the fold screen. And it does have some other advantages. You can actually run 2 apps on this front screen at the same time. You can actually split the screen and have 2 apps up simultaneously, which is kind of cool. I've done it several times. Like if you want to play YouTube music videos, then some of them won't play unless it's full screen. You can split that screen and put the YouTube in one side and whatever other app you're running on the other, and you can listen to your music without having to have it shut off whenever it gets to one that doesn't play on the full screen. But it's a wet, dreary morning. That's why DoorDash.
Country Club Lane.
Yeah, going on Country Club Lane here. Then I think the Land of the Rising Sun is one of the side streets up this way. But with bad weather, DoorDash is a lot busier.
At the light, turn left on the Country Club Lane.
So is Spark for that matter. But for today, it looks like we might have it's a Saturday. We got our weekend drivers down here. There's people who will only do Spark on the weekend, and there's a bunch of them. So the weekend is a little harder to sometimes make money now because we just got so many drivers.
Continue on Country Club Lane for 3/4 of a mile.
And getting orders is getting a little tougher. We do have one driver. He's 71 years old. His name's Brian. Cool guy. I like him. He's funny. He'll joke around with you and he'll talk stuff with you every now and again. I think he's a retired veteran. He does this as a side thing. I think he just recently started doing DoorDash too. You're going to notice it's a lot older people that are doing this job there's a few young people, but mostly it's older people. Mostly because a lot of us like this because you don't actually have a straight up boss.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Poplar Knob Road.
That is the biggest appeal. Not having a boss standing over top of you telling you what to do. Not really. And you have a whole lot of freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Like the other day, I wasn't feeling all
Take the
great.
next left onto Poplar Knob Road.
I was tired. My body was just telling me I needed to rest. Well, if I was working a regular job, I couldn't do that. I couldn't just stop and go lay down and take a nap, which I did. Felt a lot better after I took the nap, got up, and ran another 5 orders after that. But
continue on Poplar Knob Road for 1.5 miles.
A regular 9-to-5 job, boss ain't gonna let you go home and take a nap. So you ain't going to boss, I feel bad. Now let me go take a nap for about an hour and I'll be back and do my job. No, that ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna see that. Which is why this job is appealing to so many people. Dealing with taxes though is a bit of a pain in the butt, which you got to keep track of everything. But overall, there's ups and downs like every job, but I think depending on what you want and what you like, this job was for some people, and some people this job is not good for. You also have to have some patience because the orders don't come in right away. Sometimes it takes a while to get some. Like this morning, I sat there for a long time, didn't get a single offer until DoorDash got busy. I don't do DoorDash enough to get the dash anytime. You have to get 100 orders a month. And since I've been doing it by the hour, I don't even get anywhere near that. But I don't like doing it by the offer. I don't feel like they pay you enough. They rely on you get too many tips, and people don't like the tip. They just don't like doing it, especially in this area. So if you want to do something where you're going to be relying on tips, maybe if you lived in a place in an area where people are more prone to tip, yeah, sure, I would do by the offer there if you got a good tipping population. But this population is mostly poor people, so you're not going to get a whole lot of tips in this area. So that's why I like by the hour instead. So even if I get a tip, great. If I get it, that's awesome. If I don't get it, I ain't worried about it as much. I mean, it helps, makes the job a little bit more cost effective, but if I don't get it, it ain't gonna break my heart. Let's just put it that way. And like I said, there's parts of me, I like traveling, I like being out and around. I used to do a job where you just sat behind a desk and did computer tech support. Poor deer over there getting eaten by the buzzards. Yeah, I know, I think I distracted. But I used to do tech support for the state of Virginia. I'd sit at the desk and tell people
In
how
a quarter
to
mile, turn right
reset
on the
the
Rising Sun
password.
Lane.
Dasher. Delivery update. Drop off Taco Bell.
There we go. I'm close. And I'm going past Paradise Lane. Next stop should be Land of the Rising Sun.
Take the next right onto
Rising Sun Lane. And it is a trailer park. Interesting. Which number trailer am I going to? Oof.
In 800 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Oh, it's the one at the very end. That's fine. At least it's easy to find. Or almost at the very end, next to the very end. Oh, somebody's kitty out here. Gotta watch that. He's a pretty kitty. I know, I just don't like the idea of keeping a cat outside. They're just too vulnerable.
You're still dashing. Location updates will be sent.
Yeah, my phone.
Floating dash widget. Time.
Your destination is on the right.
Okay. Told me a little too soon. It does that.
The customer
Okay,
requested you
one
leave
more.
the order at their door. Additional instructions are provided in the Dasher app.
And here we go. Run this one. Okay, let me go down, turn around, come back up. At the very end of the road is a big farm. They got barns and stuff down there. And why is there broke down? I guess so. Broke down trailer over here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Instructions. Silver Nissan in driveway. Well, there's a silver Nissan. I'll be right back. Won't take but a minute. Why do I always get the naked customers? People actually come to their door with no clothes on. I mean, is that like normal anywhere else? Excuse me. I mean, she's a pretty girl, but you know, you're coming to the door to pick up your order, and this wasn't a hand it to me, so apparently the app just told her I was here.
Dasher.
But yeah, at least put on a towel. I mean, okay. That's the third customer I've run into that's been like naked. $7.26 on that one. Not bad. And I believe I'm outside of the zone on this one, so I got to get back in order to get another order. But yeah, it's weird to get that with these people sometimes. It happens. Let me clear off my stopwatch so I can wait for the next order if I get another one. I think I'm scheduled till 10 o'clock on this run, so I still got some time. The road's a little rough. People got their Easter decorations out. They're starting to anyway. And there's some doggies just outside, sitting around, looking at cars passing by. Driving, sometimes you can just talk to yourself, which I do a lot, unfortunately, which drives my wife a little crazy because she thinks I'm crazy, which she's not wrong. I am a little bit nuts. But yeah, there's a lot of empty land here. I mean, a lot. But it is pretty sometimes. I wonder if I can manage to get up enough money to buy a couple of plots of land out here. I would really like to. Assuming my wife doesn't get promoted again and we have to move, which is why we moved here in the first place. Because her job was paying more than mine. And well, since her job paid more than mine, I gave up my job and we came here. I went into substitute teaching for a while. Pays pretty good here for substitutes. I can't do that anymore because where I hurt my arm, I'm on a medication that does not allow me to work at a school because it's addictive, supposedly. Could be, I don't know. I have to take it because of my nerve damage. And I have to take it during the day when I would be at school, and I would have to bring it to school, which I cannot do because it is a controlled substance, even if it's a prescription. Well, I could. They probably wouldn't say nothing, but I probably won't get called to be substitute since they know I have it and I have to report it, so they just won't call me unless they absolutely had to. So, you know, that sort of kind of kills the whole job. And I really like teaching. I tried to get on as a teaching with a teaching degree. I have a teaching degree. I tried to get on as a teacher, but nepotism in the school system is really bad. And unless you actually have a foot in the door, it's hard to get in unless there's a family member getting you in, or a friend of a family member, or something along those lines. It's hard to break through. And that's a lot of school systems, unfortunately. I wish we could just get them to just hire the more qualified people. I've known a lot of people that shouldn't be teachers. I saw one teacher when I was working as a substitute. I didn't know what he did. He didn't seem to talk to the kids at all. Maybe I just caught him on bad days, but several times I didn't see him actually teaching the kids to do anything. They just sitting there on their phones, and he's off doing his own thing. So I'm like, okay, what's that about? But anyway, I've probably bored the snot out of people who's going to probably maybe watch this later. I don't know if this will show up in the system or not. Well, I'm going to end it when I get back to the Walmart, so I can do all the end stuff. But so I'll let you ride along with me till I get back. It's not that far. I didn't notice anybody hopping in on this one, so I don't think I got any views. It just might be a slow day, so maybe some people will watch it later. I just passed a cop. He ain't paying attention. I was going a little faster than I should have. Usually don't on this road, but it's raining and he probably just don't want to get out. Well, he was going faster than me too, so, but that don't really matter. They can get away with it. One of the disadvantages, I'm one of the few hybrid Jeeps in this area, so it's hard for me to deny it. Not exactly something you can say, well, it isn't me. You know, just big silver hybrid Jeep. It's hard to, not notice that. Kind of stand out. Because I haven't seen any other vehicle that's even remotely close to this one here. But if I wasn't doing Spark, I probably wouldn't have got this vehicle, because it is big, and because it's big, the fuel efficiency is not as good as if you got a smaller one. I mean, it's good, but it's not. It's good for this type of vehicle, is what I'm saying. If I went with a smaller hybrid, oh my Lord, I wouldn't even probably be buying gas hardly at all. Also, if you're working on a regular job where you're just driving straight to work and you sit there all day and then you drive back home, you would probably get away with only charging this thing once a week. I mean, really. I mean, you wouldn't even have to do that often if you didn't feel like it, because it does charge up some while you're driving. I'm still like 50% of my battery, and I've done 2 orders for DoorDash. I could still probably get away with 2 more before the battery's completely depleted, and then it's just charging from while I drive. And it will charge up some while you're driving and still give you more mileage on the battery. As long as you're not a lead foot, you can do very well. And I try not to be. Also, you can do what they call cruise and coast, where you'll get as much speed up, and then you let off and let it just coast for a little while, and it'll charge your battery. You regain some of it. I do that sometimes, especially on these mountains. Let it coast down. This area is good for hybrids in that sense, because you can coast and you can gain a lot of battery back on the down slopes. But got about 40 minutes here on this video. I don't know. Like I said, this is a bit long one. I don't usually do this long, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to let people ride along with me on a couple of orders for DoorDash on this side of it. And in the time that I did that, I made $15 total. Not too bad for an hour, less than an hour. I might still get another order. If I get another order, it'll take me up over 20, but may or may not. Probably not. It's about 9:20, so I'd say it probably cooled off a little bit at this point. So let's just pull over to Walmart and wait to see if I can get a Spark order for the next couple hours. There's a cop in front of me going to Walmart. Oh Lord, I hope somebody ain't getting arrested. They have some unruly people here sometimes. It's not so much shoplifting as people just being jackass. And cop has to come make them leave. Or people heated have accidents in the parking lot. That happens a lot. People drive like maniacs around here. I guess I'll pull over to the back way where we usually get orders. And there's my friend Kim, the one I talked to earlier, and she apparently got a curbside while I was gone. So yeah, she's getting orders back to back.
Delivery. New order, go to McDonald's.
Got another one, McDonald's. So I did get another order. Yay! And it's back at the McDonald's I just came from, so I had to go back that way. So anyway, you guys it's been fun. Thanks for riding along with me. Anybody watches this later on the repeat, just like, subscribe, share my videos. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to get to the 1,000. I'm at 330 last time I checked. Just help the channel, spread it around. I try to post as much interesting things as I can. If I can get some cool road view videos, I'll get them out there for you. And have a good day.